The Syrian government chemical attack in 2013 shaped President Obama's policy towards Syria. This latest Syrian government chemical attack might shape President Trump's approach to Syria. In many ways, I think it already has. And I'll make 3 points. The first point, by the president taking such a strong emotional and public stand against President Assad and linking it to these heinous crimes, as he put it, I think precludes for probably the rest of his term any idea of cooperation, whether directly or indirectly, with President Assad and his regime. I think that door has closed. And that is going to affect how the US proceeds in northeastern Syria and its fight against ISIS. It might cooperate with Russia, but cooperation with the Assad regime, I think, is over. Secondly, I think it raises again the issue of safe zones and the protection of civilians. President Trump raised very emotionally the question of civilian loss of life in a way President Obama did not. President Trump put himself, in a sense, in a position of some responsibility to do something about that. I think that will impact US policy moving forward and put more pressure towards creating some kind of safe zones in northern Syria, eastern Syria, possibly southern Syria as well. The third point is that I think this is the first time in this young administration where the president's reaction and question of whether he will use force is put on the table. The reaction to the North Korean missile crisis was more, I would say, calm or more sort of contained. With this action, the president and his UN ambassador has basically indicated that they reserve the right to react. And if that happens, this will give Americans, it will give countries and leaders around the world a sense of how this president uses American military force. We had an idea of how President Obama did it, very reserved. Will this president be different?